Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. And I've been getting a lot of questions on my email about this Strom sprayer. So, it's been so many questions, I wanted to do a video on just the sprayer and tell you my thoughts on it, show you some things about it, and show you just how strong the pump is. Now, this isn't a comparison video or nothing like that. I don't have anything out here to compare it to. I'm simply going to show you this sprayer and give you my thoughts on it and show you what it'll do. Oh, daggone it. That guy's laid back in that Cadillac. That guy's going to the lake. She's nosy. Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. And I want to talk about humic acid, in particular humic 12. 9 ounce. Hear him, he just kicked it when I'm... Sorry, Joker. Alright, so let's look at this thing right here. We'll start right here with the battery. It's got a little door. You just open the door up. You pull down on this little red tab here. The battery slides out. Now, I can't remember, but some of the older models, or maybe some of the newer models, have a red battery. It's the same thing, and basically it goes in here and clicks down. You absolutely want that charged up the first time. Here's something about this battery. It's pretty unique. The Strom sprayer at my house, the one you see me making my videos with, I charge that battery up every other month. Okay, that's how many times I get to spray the yard. And I don't know how many times I spray the yard in 2 months. 4, 5, 6 times, depending on what time of the year it is, if I'm spraying fungicides or not, or whatever. The point is, the battery will last a very, very long time. Now, on the shoulder straps, you can see these go across your shoulder, and this would clip or hook across your waist, or maybe right about your belt level to kind of hold it in place. I never use that. I just throw it on my shoulders and go. It's got these nice clips. The molding on the tank itself is where you clip it. Nice heavy duty clips right there. Just clips into place. That's not going to come off. A little back bracing or back pad or something to make it kind of comfortable. It is a flat sprayer right here, so that means it's not going to fit the curve of your back, so you've got this padding right here to help out with that. Down in the sprayer, it's got a strainer right here if you needed to use that. I never really use those. The mouth is a pretty good opening. I mean, it's not a monster by no means, but it's pretty good opening. The pump sits up a little bit high from the bottom, so there's an elbow down in the bottom here. It plugs into a little nipple, and so this part right here would sit flat against the bottom of the tank. And you see the little grooves cut in it, so that's where your product would go in. Now, typically, you would see a filter right here. Okay, it's a little plastic or nylon filter insert. It can pop in and out. For my little example today, I've taken the filter out because the humic 12, even though it is refined in a very serious kind of way, because I've seen it with my own eyes, you're going to get little to no fine particles in the humic 12. There will be some. I think it's almost near impossible to get it all out. So I took this off for 2 reasons. One, so it doesn't clog, the little particles doesn't clog my screen, and 2, I want the particles to go through the pump, because I want it to, I'm trying to break the pump today. I'm going to put 4 gallons of straight humic 12 in here and spray my front yard. So I'm trying to make the pump fail. So whatever I can get to go in the pump, the more the merrier, right? Because I'm trying to break it, just to show you how tough it is. So I'm going to put this back in there. The handle is a really sturdy, really nice pressure washer style handle. It's really tough. I mean, you'd have to run over it with my truck to really tear it up. The connections on it are quick connect. You can see that's kind of like a pressure washer style quick connect. It just pops in there like that. Same thing on the business end. is it just slides back. Now I don't have the factory tips out here. One is kind of like somewhat of a fan tip. One's a adjustable cone fan nozzle to a long pencil stream. I don't have those because they're in the shop. I didn't want to go get them, and that's the reason I made this sprayer nozzle assembly years and years ago. It's because when we used to use battery powered sprayers for doing different things, the tips, I just didn't like them, to be honest with you. So that's why I developed and played around with all the different sprayer nozzle thingamajiggies and ins and outs. And then I landed on what I call the sprayer nozzle assembly. So something else that's pretty cool right here, it's got a place to store your nozzles right here. And it's also got this handy little bucket looking thing down at the bottom, and it just goes in there and clips in there. Now if you have one of the older models, this is slightly different, but this is a brand new version of it, the newest model they have out. And to my knowledge, they haven't changed this setup yet. Who knows if they will. So my absolute favorite thing is I have the option of 2 different pressures. I can run a high pressure or I can run a low pressure. And you can listen to the pump. That's a low pressure. You can kind of see your flow. Then we're going to turn it on high pressure. Quite a bit different. That allows me to do several things in my calibration, especially when it comes to my nozzle assembly. It allows me to run 2 different tips and cover the same square footage based off my rates. That way when I'm using a trim tip, I don't have to mix a certain rate, but if I switch over to my wide spray tip, I don't have to change my rates up. All I have to do is click from high to low. All that's in a download and a video instruction if you get the nozzle assembly. And man, I'm telling you, you'll absolutely love it. Okay, so whenever I spray and when I get done spraying, I always rinse my tank out and I put some water in it, flush water through the pump. So this is the water that I used from the last time. So I'm gonna dump it out right here, because I don't want this diluted in any kind of way. All right, so this is a 5-gallon bucket of straight humic 12, and man, look at that black gold. Woo! Woo, boy, she smells good. Good to the last drop. All right, so let's see what this does. Watch the water come out and watch it change colors. Oh, come on, baby. Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna go get the drone and go up in the air. And I want you to see this from above, because I'm gonna literally paint the ground black. So, all right, there you go. That's a little bit messy doing that. Look at my pants. I've got some black on my pants. Humic acid is a really dark, rich product. Now, I knew I was gonna do this today, so I brought a change of clothes, so I'll go change. I don't want to get in my truck with these on. So I'm not sure if you noticed, but in the video, over on your right side, I went back and added some aerate. I sprayed out the entire 4 gallons of humic 12. Then I went back, added the last gallon of humic 12 and added a gallon of aerate. So on top of running the straight pure humic 12, I ran a 1-to-1 ratio of humic 12 and aerate, just to show you how strong that pump is. All right, so let's go up here to the shop where I've got a water spigot, and we're gonna clean it out, look at it, inspect it, and see what happens. All right, so let's open her up right here, and you can see I got a little bit of spillage on the outside, a little bit of foam in there. It's not much product left in there, but you can see it pretty much sprayed almost everything out. Now I'm gonna try and do this without getting humic acid all over my GoPro, but watch how clean this stuff washes out. Like brand new again. Now you can see I'm back to pretty much clear water. You can see right there I've cleaned it out really good. So I'm ready to spray the next time I spray. Now I know that water's not 100% clear. It's not drinking water. It come out of my well here at the shop. And the reason it's like that is the well pump sets down just a little too far. And once we finalize me purchasing this property, which is this week, praise the Lord, I will get that pump fixed. Hey, there you go. Hope that clears the air. I know I just can't tell you how many emails about that sprayer. I get a lot of questions on my Instagram page at GCI Turf Services. You can check us out over there. And I just wanted to answer those questions and show how strong it is. So hey, thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, I'm Pete with GCI Turf, and I hope you're having a great day. And I do lawn care. I own a lawn care company. I've got a really cool yard that's turf type tall fescue that I like to kind of show off a little bit and show you how I do things. And this right here is my office in my shop. And I've got a little project going on up here with my common Bermuda. I'm gonna transform this over to a really nice hybrid type Bermuda and overseed it with ryegrass in the fall, real cut it, real mow it, put irrigation in, the whole 9 yards. So I'm gonna show you that whole process from start to finish. So make sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to tell all your buddies, okay? You want to make sure you're telling your buddies about this. So as always, I appreciate you watching. My wife and my little girl just showed up with lunch, so I'm gonna go eat that. Check you later.